What up? I'm back. It's been a while. I'm gonna get straight to the point with this video though. As you can see, this is a new setup here, a new studio. I moved with my wife, so a new apartment, new studio, new everything. Brand new life. So that's the reason why I haven't been making any videos in a while, but here we go. Let's get into this thing right away. So this thing is called Blockhead, and it is very interesting. So this is a brand new DAW. I just stumbled on it on Twitter, I think, and I'm just gonna start messing around with this thing like right away. I'm not gonna pretend like I know what's going on. I've had a second with it, so I kinda know what's going on, but it's still like a complete WTF for me. Like, as it is for, I think, the developer himself. Like, if you go and watch his video and explaining this, he himself is very, I don't say not confused, but like perplexed by its capabilities, maybe is the way to put it. But anyway, so let's get right into this thing. As you can see, this starts with this like sort of literal blank canvas, which the developer talks about as well. I mean, I'm just gonna mess with it and like let's just see what happens. So like here's the file system, this over here, and I've already like put these little 1, 2, 3, 4 canisters, locations, folders, whatever you want to call these, little favorites. So I got some like sounds in here. I can go to like some drums or whatever. Let's try with a kick. There we go. So you can just drag stuff in, and literally just click and it'll drop the sample on. And then you can click tab and it'll start the playback from wherever your cursor is at. And as you can see, there's no grid, which is odd, you know? But again, this is supposed to be like a blank canvas, so you can just kind of like manipulate stuff however you want. Did I just stretch that? I don't know what I just did. Anyway. So there's probably going to be a lot of bugs. Like I can't seem to click on this sample right there. Yeah, see, oh there we go. I can select it like that. I can't click on it for some reason like the rest of these. Anyway, like definitely I'm expecting this to crash a few times, but whatever. Let's grab a snare. Grab another 80s one. Classic Lin. Oh, see, I can't. Okay, so it'll let me drag it onto this existing track, but for some reason it won't let me just drop it onto an empty space and it'll just create a track. That's kind of a bummer. Luckily, I know the hotkey for that. It's the same as Ableton, Command T. And then this is kind of a mind-blowing thing for me, by the way. If you hover over, like let's say I hover over this track 1 right here. I think you can rename it, so let's call that kick snare. If I hover over this track and press I, it just makes a lane underneath it, but it's, as you can see, it's not the same as a new track. Like if I go Apple Command T, it just makes a new track there. But that's not the same as a lane, so it's almost like a take lane in Ableton. And like if I drag something onto that take lane, like let's say this snare here, it's now gonna all output at the same time. So it's not like a take lane where it's muted and it's underneath. It's actually playing. It's like a normal track, but it's being routed to this fader right here, which is the fader for this kick track. So if I want to, I can't actually pull, I don't think, the volume of this one down at all. Like if I just play that again and I pull the volume down, it's gonna, yeah, see, the whole thing goes down. Anyway, interesting, right? Another thing, just a super quick one, is there's no master bus as far as I'm concerned, so FYI, this is very early. No real MIDI implementation either, so can't really play stuff. Anyway, I'll take this snare and I'll just drag it onto the actual snare track. So now I have individual control over here, so I can play it back and kind of, let's pull this kick down to 2 a little bit. I think I'm clipping a little bit. Can I type in there? Nope, I can't type in a value, it looks like. That would be nice. -6, so it should be giving me some headroom. Yeah, I mean, down at the very bottom right, you can see, I think that's the master input. Also, so something crazy, if you click on this input thing, this thing is constantly recording everything you do. It's kind of like if you've ever used rolling sampler for Ableton. It's kind of like that, which is super rad. Basically, I can just go in and highlight a section and then just drag, I think, drag it in. Yeah, like that. So now whatever, you know, whatever I just played earlier, is recorded into this. Like that gets cooler once you start to actually like mess around with like the, you know, weird stuff that this thing can do. Let me hide this. Or actually, you know what? Let me just keep it down there so we can see, you know, mess around with that input thing. The roller. Okay, I'm trying to move quickly because there's so much here. If you want to control the tempo actually and get into that normal land, you can click on this add tempo guide and it'll just pull in this weird looking like grid. It almost looks like an actual ruler, like, you know? And then I can name that tempo. I think, yeah, you can collapse it. That would make sense to put at the top, probably. And I think you can, like, lock this or something. I don't know what that really does. So you can, like, slide this around, and you can see the tempo over here will change. Let's say I want to work at 100 BPMs. So I can just drag it out so that this is equal to 100. And now we get this 4/4 grid, I think. I don't know how these values change. Yeah, that's 3/4, I think. 5/4. 5. Oh, these are the subdivisions, I think. And then what's this? I have no idea what this fourth one is. Wait, if I go to 4. Oh, it changed something over. It's the subdivisions for afterwards. Oh, I see. Interesting. Or I guess it maybe is. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, but the interesting thing is, like, you can literally, like, you can make another one of those, and, like, you could, like, put it over here, and then, you know, you can go to another tempo, basically, over here. Let's drag that out. So I could be at, I could start there at 100, and then go to 79. Or I can drag this under here, and then overlap these tempos. Like, what the heck's gonna happen? Like, let me make a little beat here first. So let me drag these out so they're on the grid, sort of. Okay, for some reason this snare isn't. Oh, yeah, see? Bugs. Copy, paste. Let's see if that works. Now if I drag this whole thing over here, I'm just doing Apple C to paste. Okay, that's not doing anything, but it's on. Oh wait, hold on, like this. Oh, right, because it's not actually. Oh, so these samples aren't actually like. Wait a minute, lining up to the grid. What if I change it like this? I guess I added that tempo. What if I have them on the grid and now I manipulate this? No, so they don't like lock to the. No, that's interesting. I kind of like maybe that's probably something that you can do. I'm assuming so that when you drag this, everything adheres to that. What if I pull it here? Does that change anything? No. I heard that like the way that this system works is that everything propagates from top to bottom. So if I put like an effect track, like you do, like let me make a new track here and add an effect, like let's say space spring verb. So now everything above the spring verb is going to get spring verbed. Guess not. Does it have to be like, see, this is what I'm talking about. I have no idea what I'm doing. Let's see, how do I do this? Add, I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe I'm missing something here. Maybe I have to have a separate type of track. I should probably read the manual. I mean, I actually have it open here. I figured I'd run into something crazy, so there is a manual that's been created. I saw this on the Discord, so there's this sort of Blockhead user manual you can check out. By the way that you get access to this is just through the Patreon for the developer, which is this Colugo person. And you can just donate like $1 and you'll get access to the super pre-alpha. And you can watch this video right here, by the way, if you want to get a little bit more into it. I'll make a link to this in the bottom so you can check it out. You can just watch this video to get a little bit more in depth about like how the developer thinks about this DAW. I'll just put all these links down at the bottom. Okay, so well, let me get back to this effects thing. I have no idea what I'm doing, but so you can make this thing called a MetaBlock. So when you right click on an empty track, you can get this drop down menu, and you can add all these sorts of things here. Add samples, add a synth, add an effect, macro, manipulator, MetaBlock, start block. I don't know what that is. Tempo guide, which is the one we already added. And you got a send bus, receive bus, add lane, add track. So the MetaBlock thing, if you put that in, that's gonna give you like a loop thing. So if I go like this, oh, I didn't have it on. There we go. Now it's looping. Let me get rid of this. Oh, see, that's also something I am not used to. So you can't, I don't think you can just highlight and delete. Like, the way that the delete is working right now is like, whatever you're hovering over, it's going to delete. So if I hover over this file right here and I click backspace, it deletes it. And see, now that's just a mistake there, that I hovered over the track itself. Like if I hover over this track here that I just created and hit delete, it'll delete it. I can't get it to highlight, and there's got to be a way to like highlight multiple and delete, because I don't know. What if I hit Command X? I can't even right click delete. No. Anyway, so again, pre-alpha. So now let's get into some weird manipulation stuff. Let me make a new track. Let's just try like, let's add the synth. Let's see if this thing works. Test synth. Okay, that's doing something. Sounds like that's a sine wave. Oh, let me turn that down. Okay, so you can do amp. So when you double click on the waveform, it'll open up this whole new other shenanigans. It's the same thing for sample. So if I drag in, like, let's say, let me grab like a vocal or something. Okay, let's grab this weird vocal here. I'll turn this thing down. Let me mute this channel. I think you can mute from here. Okay, great. I'm getting weird with it. So you double click on the sample, whatever this thing is called. It's like a sample event. I think that's what the developer called it. And you can like, you got this amp and you got this pitch thing here. So, you know, you can do this kind of stuff. Whoa. Okay, see, like, you can make these weird pitch moves here. You can do the same with the amp, and you can add more, I think. So, noise, I don't know, let's try noise and color. Let's try noise amount. Let's turn that up at the beginning, maybe. Okay, let's try color. Okay, so you can see there's some weird stuff you can do. Looks like that's all for that mode, but you got other modes, I think. So classic, and then you got this thing called fudge. Let's try that. So I think that's, this is like granular, I believe. Yeah, see, like it changes the way that the sample behaves there. Still, you got the same pitch data, but then you get the speed, geometry. You get all these other ones. Size. Let's take off the noise, or let's, wait, if I turn these off, is this still there? Okay, yeah, it turns it off, actually. I guess I'll keep that. It's kind of cool. But let's put in these, see, you get harmonics, transpose, uniformity, you get all these other things. So let's go, what the heck is harmonics do? Oh, well, see, look at this. Make this bigger. I think yeah, so if I press F, it makes it bigger. Let me drag this end here so it's at the end of the loop. So we have all this pitch information going on, so I don't know if you can really hear what's happening here, but I kind of I like this movement. Maybe if I copy this, put it over here, in case I want to come back to it. Also, I think if you shift copy, it makes a sibling. It's kind of like it's a duplicate, but as you can see, this one doesn't have this 2 on here. So this one will now reflect the changes of this one. So anything that I do to this one will also be happening to this guy. Maybe I'll put them like next to each other so you can maybe see that a little better. So let's see, if I open a pitch and pitch, yeah, see, they both move at the same time. Clear envelope points. Boom. Okay, so let's try this harmonics thing. Amount. How do I do that? Uniformity. Wait, hold on. Pitch. Let's just go down. Let's get rid of this noise thing for a second. Let's get a little. Alright, so harmonics. Let's see. I'm not sure what this does. Let's go. Is this the control? Yeah, harmonics amount. Let's go all the way up. Wait, let's spread that out. Let's go to 200. What? Oh, that's crazy. Let's add another point. Wow, it's like kind of like reharmonize a sample. Uh-oh. What's happening? I had to probably restart this one. Dang it, that was kind of cool. I mean, I guess I should save. I'm gonna reset this and I'll come back. I'm back. Actually, it wasn't a crash. My dock, for some reason, just every once in a while will disable my interface. I gotta check into that. So, anyway, it wasn't a crash, so good stuff. Anyway, so that's cool. We can get back to this thing. So, already, like, I'm having so much fun just messing around. This is such a different platform. This is such a different feel. Like, obviously, it's, I don't know. I'm not gonna use the word janky, because that's not it. This is actually really clean and fun and intuitive, even in a weird way, even though it's not. But it's just because it's very novel. It's very like fresh and interesting. So it's making my brain think in a completely different way, which is exactly what you kind of want. Let me get rid of that thing here. I'm just gonna keep doing stuff, and you know, I don't know, weird things will happen, and I'll get confused, and I'm just gonna kind of do stuff for a second, and I don't know, we'll just see where we go. I'm not expecting to actually get anything good out of this. I'm just having fun messing around with it. So let's see. Yeah, so I was messing around with the amount. That was at 100. Can I solo, by the way? I think that's just mute. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get weirder. How do I clear these? Like, there we go. Escape. I should be able to make like, so let's see. Manipulator, I think. I think that's what it is. So let's see. If I go here and go to show only intersecting parameters, I think it's that. No, so there's nothing. There's no intersecting parameters. How do I actually do stuff with this now? Oh, so what if I move these so that they're also fudge? Fudge. I should have used siblings. Fudge. Yeah, see, they're moving. I don't know if you can hear that, or you can see the kicks are getting all fudged up, literally. So the snare too, right? Oh yeah, look at that. So this, what's it called? Manipulator? See, this is affecting everything up here now. So what the heck? Like, look at that. This is such a fun, like, sound design tool at this point. Like, you know, just getting quick, weird results is always what you kind of want. Oh, so see, like, I can move the whole region. Wait, and everything shifts. Like, that's so crazy. Like, what the heck is happening over here? Like, you know, I have no idea what's happening here. If I can map stuff to different things too, like, oh, now I can see all the stuff. Whoa, okay, so, oh yeah, because they weren't on the fudge parameter, I think. I sound like I sound like a crazy person. Like, it's not on the fudge parameter. Like, what is that? Okay, let's manipulate grain size. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Size. Let's go crazy with this. Let me make this even, so we're getting a nice clean loop. Okay, I really want to get these delays to work, or these effects. Let me see if I can do that again. Let's see, add effect, space. Space. Please work. I can't get these to work. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna look into this and see if I can figure out why it's not working, because I really want to mess with these effects. So bear with me for a second. Boom. Okay, I figured out the effects. I didn't realize that. Okay, so I thought that you could just make a channel anywhere, like a normal track, and then put an effect down here, and it would affect everything above it. But I kind of thought that was kind of interesting, but kind of weird. And it's actually smarter than that. It's I was kind of dumb that I thought that's what it is. So it works with those take lanes, or those lanes, or whatever these are called. So when you hover over a track and press I, or you can click here on the right track and say add lane, instead of, you know, making a new track, you add a lane. So we make you one of these lanes, and then you put the effect on that lane. It's gonna affect whatever is on that track above. So if I make a new lane on top of it, or here, and I drag in like some other sample, like, let's grab this thing. If I put that there now, it's gonna affect this also. So if I go here, now it's gonna, you can actually see it here, which is really interesting. It's like, oh crap. The reverb, this is the reverb, right? It's a spring reverb, and it changes the actual audio. It's like rendering the audio. It's so cool. It's like you can see what the reverb is actually doing in real time, like what it looks like. So let's hear that. So it's going to obviously put reverb on the snare, and then this little whatever blip here. That's so dope. Like, friggin' love this. And then obviously, like, whatever, you can manipulate these however you want above it, and it'll reflect, you know, down here. It's almost like in Ableton when you have like the way that you put effects on normally is just you have the track, and then on the track itself you make inserts, right? You put effects, but here it's like every effect itself has its own lane, like its own track, and then those effects you can put in just like any other audio events, like in real time, and like move them around. So like if I can actually press S anywhere on this file and it'll clip it. So I can like take this, now I have like, now I'm like making different reverbs basically, kind of, but you know, oops, they're like not, it's just like audio almost, like, so I have these sections now, so I can be like, you know what, I just want the reverb to happen on, like, look at that. So I can just make the reverb happen on just the tail of the snare here. Like, it's like almost like a gate, but like reversed, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you can make a normal gated reverb would be this, like, or it would be like, you know, a little longer maybe, you know, like that. You can turn the mix. Oh, so like, you know, I could edit the mix to go up like that. That's like a classic gated reverb. Like, you can make the fade. Oh, this is so intuitive, dude. I'm stoked. You know? But you drag it out, make it longer, probably come back in. So, and then you can, you know, I can take, I'm just having fun with this. I don't even know what I'm explaining it. You can clearly see what I'm doing here. What if I go like this? Just at the very tail there. I just want that tail. Just like a tiny little guy. Maybe I'll make the size bigger. This is so fun. Jeez. Let's go size all the way up on this. Let's do the same thing here. I just want the tail of that, like. I'm already getting pretty handy with this. I want that to go all the way there. Let's make a new one. Let's just go crazy. Let's add, compress that maybe? Or what's destruction? Ring mod, saturator, wave bender. Ooh, what's freeze? Oh, that's probably, I'm gonna really freeze this now. Let's go crazy. Okay, that's kind of dumb. I mean, that's insane. Let me just freeze it like later. What's the freeze points? Oh, formant. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Ah, look at that. I knew that's going to do that. Okay, so that's so fresh. Let's pitch it down to, you know, we want full mix. And I can just copy this. If I go Shift Command S. Oh, no. What is that? I'm not trying to save. Oh, sorry. Shift Command C. It's going to take that. Now it's going to be a duplicate of that. A sibling of that, right? So if I make changes to this, it'll affect that one too. So if I go format up instead. So dope. Let's undo that. Can I make this its own? Oh, look at that. Make unique. It is very intuitive. That's what the guy was saying. It was like, this is intuitive, you know? Let's make this go up instead. This is the craziest beat ever. Let's add some bass to this. Let's get wild. But let's make it with like something stupid. Like, let's make a bass with a vocal or something. Let's find something like, I don't know. Okay, this is kind of crazy. If I can make this work, that's going to be nuts. So there's actually like warp markers and stuff. Looks like I'm a little uneven over here. Yeah, I want this to go to the end of the loop. Or wait, hold on. I'm changing the tempo now. I don't want that. Okay, markers. Can you scroll up and down? Is this a scroll bot? No, that's not a scroll thing. How do I scroll down? I don't know how to scroll down. Pretty basic. Alright, screw it. I'm just going to try to line this up. So I wanted to go back up, like a I wanted to have this like 1 EN, a 2 EN, a rhythm thing. Oh, I can just drag. Oh, I can drag. Okay, cool. I think there's like, is it X or, oh, M is mute. That's good to know. Oh, option. Option, I can move stuff. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done, but it's fine. Can I do like a low pass on this? Let's see. Resonators, filters. Oh, let's try special. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what I'm doing here, but let me mute this little. Oh, for a second. Oh, that's crazy. I muted the and it's still doing the verb on it. Look. That's nuts. So, can I bounce that? So now I think this is an actual clip. Oh, look at that. Now I just bounced that reverb. I don't even know what to call it. It's like a reverb event down, and then now it's like a physical sample. Oh, it's so sick. So I can kind of get rid of that now, that reverb thing, because it's... I can just put it on. Oh, I just did a fade. How did I do a fade? I just accidentally did a fade. Oh, is it? How do I make... amp sample offset. Oh, that's handy. So shift dragging on the sample does the thing that like I do all the time in Ableton, which is actually shift option drag. Whoa, shift option does something too. Level. What is that? Oh, it's actual level. Is that amplitude? Oh my god, that's great. Oh, what the heck? It's like, whoa, you can skew it. Dude, this is crazy. I'm just holding option shift and like moving the cursor left and right like that, and yo. It's the little things, man. So I can, that's now a swell. Oh, dude. Yo, dog. I heard you liked DAWs and stuff. I'm giving you one. Okay, hold on. Okay, now. Creative juices are flowing. Okay, let's compress that. I'm gonna make that louder. I freaking love this. Ugh. It's so intuitive. It's so dope. Wait, threshold. Oh, that's like not like a gain. I guess I was expecting it to kind of get more blown up. Am I doing this backwards? It's probably better to do like an actual, let's see, add effect. Can I just, utility. Gainer. Is that just literally like gain? Max? 12? There we go. Okay. I got so sidetracked there for a second. Just messing around with this stuff. It's so sick. I love this. I'm having so much fun. Okay, let me get back to this weird bass thing. What was I doing? Oh yeah. What was this thing called? I don't know. Oh, it's trying to filter it, but then it gave me this tongue position, diameter, whatever, voice. Let's try this thing out. Oh. Sounds so weird like right now, but it's so, I don't know, I'm just interested in what's happening right now. Let me mess with this bass sound more. Still don't know how to scroll. Saturator. Just want to make this gnarly. Alright, there we go. Okay, hold on. Hold on to your lily white butts. Now we're talking. I'm gonna keep going. I'll keep going until this thing explodes. Let's add in more stuff. Let's add more stuff. Let's try all these effects. Destruction, ring modulator. Sure, why not? Oh yeah, see that thing down there? Look at that. Oh wait, where did I go? I haven't even shown you some of this other stuff. Like watch this. What do you think that just did? I mean, I just made a little bucket there, and everything that I just did over here is now inside of this thing. Oh god, it's so crazy. Now you can do like all the stuff that you were just doing, but to this thing. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back. Let me actually do that. Let's just go crazy. I mean, I'm not even done working on this little thing, whatever, but like, so you take all of this stuff and you drag it down to the bottom and convert selection to macro. And then, boom, there you go. So now you got that whole section out on its own little macro window, whatever. You can put it down here. And now you can add more take lanes, or whatever lanes, or what are they called? Lanes. Now you can add more effects to the whole thing. So it's kind of like I just resampled the entire thing almost, but everything is still completely manipulatable. Like all that stuff that was in there is still in there, I think, or it's supposed to. It looks like it's not. Wait, let me hear that. Okay, so somehow I just dragged in just the kick and the bass, which is pretty sick, actually. It's crazy. How do I... If I want that stuff out of there and back in here, how do I do that? Wait. So you got these workspaces. So if I double-click on this... Wait. Yeah, see, now it shows here I'm in a macro block of number 1. And you can, of course, create a macro block of a macro block. So I can go take this, like, I can add some more stuff here. Now there's a... So now there's this other thing in here. So I can make a loop track inside of this thing, I guess. MetaBlock. Hey, hooray, MetaBlocks. Let's make a reverb on that. Space it out, right? Okay, this is kind of sick. What is this? Oh, the ring modulator, right? Let's not do ring modulator. Let's do a traditional low pass. That's kind of what I was going for in the beginning anyway. So, frequency. Let's do the same with the kick. Friggin' no. Oh, it's not like it's re-triggering the front of the kick for some reason. Whatever, I mean, again, pre-alpha here, boys and girls. Can I fade? Oh, let's make this bigger. I would have never made this, you know? By the way, I'm working inside of like some sort of macro right now, so let me copy this whole thing. Wait, hold on. The heck? Can I get all this stuff back out? I'm sure I can. input tracks all. This is deep. I don't really know how to pull it back out. If I copy and then go to here. No, I can't click on that. There's got to be a way to collapse the macro block. F. Maybe I'll just work inside this macro for a second. Now that I'm inside of this wormhole, I need to make a new tempo thing because I don't have the tempo, see? I didn't grab the tempo guide. I think we're still at 100. Oh no, we're still at 100. Oh, I had it on 3/4. It's like, I feel like I'm in like Inception right now, you know? I'm going into a dream within a dream. I mean, it's kind of like operating inside of a group, if you want to be like lame about it. I'm curious about this thing here. Why is it highlighting that area like that? Oh, it's probably the meta, or the region of the MetaBlock itself over here, huh? So if I go like this, now if I go inside of it, yep. That's smart, kind of makes sense, right? So let's give myself a little bit more room. Let me make a 4-bar loop here. Maybe I can make a little bit of a progression. Copy, paste, which is just Command C, and it just makes it an immediate copy. Let's go like this. Let's make this like long. Maybe I pitch this down to. Oh wait, I'll make a melody. Ah, come on. I can't get it right on pitch. How do I stretch again? Ooh, I wanted to go to that. You can do a fade. How do you do a fade again? I was doing, oh yeah, Shift Option. I don't think that's like what you're supposed to do. Oh, there. Oh yeah, you can drag. Oh, Option, right, Option. I forgot about, oh, here we go. And then, oh, come on. That's stuck now there, and then I can go. Come on. Oh, right, I think it's kind of like Varispeed. What if I do bounce? So now I have this. Ugh, I keep doing that. I need more gain. How do you do gain again? Pan, amp. And then, so now that's just a new sample, yeah. Grab this guy. And then manipulate that again, a little different. Oh, this navigation's driving me nuts. Oh, it could be kind of like a call and response thing where it's like, does it do anything? Whoa, that's cool. Let's go a little crazier on this one. Oh, it's supposed to. What was it? Shift? Drag? Oh yeah, there we go. The pitch, can I just shift the pitch like by sense? Pitch. Oh yeah, you can do max, min, step size. Make it bigger, a little smaller. Oh, come on. I guess I gotta do it like this. Minimum 0, 1. Can I go like this? Oh, I don't want it to snap. That's what I don't want it to do. 0 snap. Oh, now I can kind of. There we go. Now I can go in between, like, no. Okay, that's cool. I mean, this is insane. What else can we do? Let's jump back out of this thing. Let me duplicate this whole thing. Let's try saving. Let's try saving. See, that might be fun. How do you do that? Bakery. See, what the heck is a bakery? Always bake. Blocks will automatically bake when they are not being edited. This can be disabled for specific blocks. Never bake. Baking is disabled. I have no idea what baking is. Command S. All right, let's save this. Oh, this is exciting. I get to make a new folder for an entirely new DAW. Like, see, I got Ableton, Batewave, Logic, Luna, PTFs, Create folder. Blockhead. How fun. Let me save this real quick. Let's see what happens. Blockhead projects are called .blkhd. I made a folder. Just call it Blockhead video test 1. Oh, cool. Had a crash. So I actually saw that on their crash report page. It's like a bug report page, basically. I saw that somebody else, oh, here it is. Resolved 0.30.4, crash when project is saved. Oh. So I need the new, I thought I had the newest one. Oh, alpha, there's a new one available. No. Okay, I'm downloading that right now. Oh, the developer is really quick, so he's already fixed the saving issue, so. I'm guessing I just lost all of that. Except, I mean, I was recording it on the video, so if I ever, need to resample that, I guess I can. So let me install this new version, and I'll mess around with it for a little bit more. Honestly, this thing is so deep and wild that this video would be like 10 hours long of me just jamming on this, so I'm not gonna go that crazy. I'll probably do another one though where, like, after I've gotten a little bit better on this, I'll do an update on what I've learned and where it's at. I'm definitely gonna be messing around with this a lot. I'm excited to see how this gets developed further. Right now, it's obviously not like a tool that you can just, I'm not gonna be like making my bread and butter with this right now, but I'm super excited by this. Why wouldn't you be excited by a new DAW? Like, that's so just out there. Let me see, is there any way to recall anything? I doubt it, right? Wait, actually, hold on. Let me see if it did make the save file. Please, Blockhead. TMP, there's something here. Let's see what happens if I open that. Oh. Nope. Yep, so it's gone, everybody. It's gone. It's in the trash. Anyway, I guess that's, that's fine. Let me take one more swing at kind of just messing around with some of the internal features, like, so that I won't drag in any samples. Like, let's just try some, let's just see what they have here. So let me make a new track, because I didn't get to some of the other effects and synths. There's this thing called Burk. I have no idea what this thing is. It's being queued, so... Oh, I'm like, oh wow, okay, I'm like super zoomed out. I think this is probably like a really long file right now. Yeah, there we go. See, I have no idea how much time that was, because... there's no indicator for time. This could be like a sample, or this could be 5 hours. I have no idea, I guess that's one way to navigate, kind of with the... I feel like a lot of the stuff is done with the cursor, which is super interesting. Like, let's make a bunch of tracks here. Just hover over this track, and I hit delete. I don't have to select it. It's the same thing with all these samples. Like, if I want to delete this one, I just hover over it and hit backspace, and it's gone. Anyway, let's figure out what the heck this thing is. Okay, I'll turn that down a bit. So what do we got here? We got, let me make this a little bigger. Amp, voice, pitch, buzz. What's buzz? Oh, that's cool. It's almost gets throaty. Huh. It's like almost like a vocal throat tool. Make it do like a That's gotta go faster. Gotta go way faster here. Come on. Ha. Throat position, diameter. I mean, there's tools like this out there. Oh, whoa, what is that? This is like. Okay, I don't know. Maybe this is something unique right here. I have no idea what this is doing. It's kind of fun though. Oh, come on, let's be weird with it. That's dumb. It's so weird. Can I highlight these? No, I can't. I can't. Oh, shift? No. Option? What does that do? Pitch. What if I can make a kick out of it? Gotta go way faster. It's navigation, bro. How low does it go? It's the question. Minimum. Oh, here we go. 60. Now, okay, see, this is weird. This is what I do. Like, you know, I always end up in this weird place where I start, okay, let me make a kick out of this thing. I kind of want to reset it. I don't know if I can get sub out of this. Cool, though, it shows you the waveform. Is this the thing that's making it click? Let me reset all these. How do I just make a new point? I always get this block, like, block. I always get this blockhead in here. It's not giving me enough sub. I have to affect it like crazy or something. Saturate it. It's gonna be loud now. Put a filter after it. This is not the most abnormal thing, but it's fun messing around with different things in like a new DAW. Or different things. It's fun messing around with like concepts you already know, but inside a completely different like system. You know what I mean? Like it just wields different results automatically, basically. I love that you see the waveform like immediately. This is a fun sound design tool. I wasn't expecting to do this, but I mean, it's kind of getting into a kick. It's like a kick territory thing there. Do you have like EQs in here? Let's just compress it. That's normal, right? Yeah, so that should kind of, it's kind of giving it that thump. What else? Let's try some of these effects that aren't in any other DAWs. So like, let's try the zap thing again. That sounds like it could be cool on a kick. Oh, come on. I mean, see, like, that's dope. Let me get longer. Yeah, there we go. I mean, what is that? This is a cool looking waveform right there. It's definitely very rotated on the phase. This is a fun kick tool. Oh, whoa, look at that. Oh, wow. I gotta be careful with that. You get the point. You can make kicks in it, and it's fun, and it's weird, and it's different. Let's make some weird stuff again. Let's make it even more weird. Let's put a reverb on it. And then here's this test synth. Obviously with this thing you could do all kinds of stuff. Let's kind of mess with this for a second. Let me turn this off. So you can change the waveform. It's more like a square. Is that a saw up there? Yeah. So it goes from like a sine to a saw wave, it looks like. If I go like this. Pitch it down. I mean, I can make a kick with this easy. There's the amp. I mean, this is definitely a kick generator right now. And it's easy. It's almost too easy. This is cheating. How do I mess around with this so it's weird? Manipulator. Add send bus. And then you go add receive bus. Thought it was supposed to like, let's put it on a new track maybe. This is like the sending. It's supposed to send it over here. Oh, select source. There we go. Now this thing is sending into this, and then you can like put this wherever, like before this even happens. Like you can send it back to the past, to the future, from the present to the, like, look, it's there now. It's weird. If I make a change here, it should reflect. See? Yeah, look at that. It's just changing it over there. How did he do the delay thing? He like put this into the same channel, or? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, I think I go like this. Now it's like this is sending to this, but it's sending it back into itself or something. Oh. By the way, so it's recording all that stuff, remember? All recording over here. So I just made a cool little loop there. You know, I can just grab that. There we go. That's the one I want. Oh, I get it. Okay. So let's say I want to actually make something out of that real quick. And I'll probably leave it at this. This is like my last thing that I'll do here. Tempo guide. I think it starts like here. Like this, maybe? There. MetaBlock is the loop. I don't know why it's called MetaBlock, honestly. Should be just called loop. And it should also instantiate itself every time, just automatically. See, there we go. Kind of, sort of intuitive. Why can't I drag that? I think I can S. Click S and delete. Let's add some effects to it. What have we not used? Let's first put it into a little bit of a space. Let's be weird with it. Let's make these like sporadic, like that. Oh. You know, let's be weird with this stuff. This is fun. I love this. I'm so obsessed right now. It's like a game. Okay, so what was that thing I didn't use yet? Let's try, what's Wave Bender? Oh, it's got like a wave shaper probably. What? What? Huh. This is so crazy. Okay, so the last thing I want to mess with is, I really want to try this. You add a manipulator. Wait, is it a MetaBlock? There's like a way of controlling all these at once. I did it earlier. Bubble, wave blender. Let's see. So right. Yeah, so this manipulator will control any parameter that's above it that has this bubble parameter, or whatever you add to it. It's just insane. Like, this is I don't even know. Like, okay guys, like I'm done. This is it for Blockhead. I feel like a blockhead right now because this is so wild right now. Like, I'm pretty baffled at this. It's super fun. It's super inspiring. You know, it's stuff like this that I don't know. You know, it's stuff like this that pushes the envelope. It's stuff like this that makes people just try weird stuff, and it's probably gonna. This thing will probably create like a freaking new genre or something. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, technology is sometimes the thing that is the innovating factor. Like, how many times has it been the case when, you know, a company releases a new synthesizer or a new sampler, you know, back in the day when like the Fairlight CMI first came out, like that thing inspired a whole group of people. Obviously that stuff was expensive back then, you know, like not a lot of people had access to that, but that's besides the point. Technology is often the thing that is the inspiring source of creativity. So, and it can be the other way around, of course, too, but right now this is extremely inspiring, super fun. I'll probably make some more videos that are a little bit more comprehensive or something, like where, or, you know, like, let's just say I'll spend some time with this and I'm just gonna get a little better, and then, you know, I'll probably report back. That's pretty much it. I'm trying to be a little bit more consistent with the YouTube uploads, so we'll see what kind of material I can throw out into the world. But yeah, Blockhead, super fun, super exciting. Excited to see where that goes. Catch you guys later. Peace.